Bonjour guys, from Port Bessin, Normandy's first fishing village. A tiny little village with less than 2,000 people living here, and they all still live off of seafood. Anyways, we're gonna go check out the market here, and we're gonna try some of the food. So this is the daily fresh fish market. I'm a bit late, I think. We got sharks. Look at these crabs. Whoa. I guess if it's in the ocean, you can get it here. You got some oysters. I think you can even try them out right here. Bonjour. Oh, this guy's still alive. He's trying to get away. So the seafood is alive. At least some of it. Bonjour. These are to try here. Huh? Est-ce que vous parlez anglais?
Anglais?
No? A little? Yes, I want to know. These oysters, I can try them here right now to eat?
En fait, tu les ouvres pour manger tout de suite. Ah oui.
Ah oui? So what is it? 6 euros for
1 kilo. Combien ça coûte, par exemple, je sais pas, 6 huîtres? 6?
6 euros?
Pour 6 euros, faudrait qu'il y en ait un autre pour 6 euros.
Ah bah ça en fait... Alors...
10, 14. 14 pour 6 euros.
Alright, is by the kilo? Le prix? C'est pour
Oui, c'est pour 1 kilo. 6, 1 kilo, 1
Okay.
kilo.
Okay.
14. 10. 11.
So 6 euros 1 kilo.
Voilà, c'est ça. Vous
Ok.
savez, Philippe, il se fout de moi là. Hein?
1 kilo s'il vous plaît.
1 kilo.
Un
Allez, hop,
kilo, s'il
va
vous plaît.
bosser, toi, peignasse. 1 kilo. Oh.
Je mange le... What's the name of this?
Voilà, oui, oui.
Le huître.
Là, ça, ouais. Allez, oh, bouge ton corps.
1 kilo madame s'il vous plaît. Not quite sure what's gonna happen right now, but I hope I get to try them out right now. Like I said before, make sure you speak at least a little bit of French. The little bit that I have helped me out here to figure this situation out. Anyways, check out all these oysters. This is just fresh out of the ocean. Algae, everything is still on it. This is an authentic fishing village. Tu pêchais le huître aujourd'hui?
Huître.
Le huître? C'est le nom? Huître.
Huître.
Tu pêchais le huître aujourd'hui?
Oui.
Aujourd'hui le huître?
Oui.
Oh, okay. So check out the technique. She slices it with a little knife. Cuts it open. And voila.
Voilà.
Voila. My oysters are ready. Looks like a big seagull party out there. I think maybe they're closing down the market and they're feeding like whatever is gonna be wasted. The most amazing part about this is this gigantic tray is only 6 euros for fresh oysters that just came out of the ocean. So she cut them all up. Well, this one let's go for another one. This one kind of looks like it broke. I'm not the most professional oyster eater. Matter of fact, I don't even know what I'm doing. Alright, so we're just gonna put a little bit of lemon here. Definitely use the lemon. It gives it a lemony taste. And I'm just still mind blown by the price of this. €6 for this many oysters. I don't think you'll get this in any restaurant anywhere else. You can literally just peel off the seaweed on these oysters. That's how fresh they are. Excusez-moi, madame. Okay, merci beaucoup. C'est très bon le huître. So these are the boats, guys, that bring in the fresh fish for all the different vendors over here. They all have their little picture of the boats, and these boats are probably out there on the docks. So let's go and look for them. Let's see what else we find here in Port Bessin. Okay, check this out, a super portion of everything from the ocean. Check out the army of seagulls. You can tell the little light brown ones are the chicks, so the breeding season just finished and they've been taking flight. But check it out, this is what they come here for. All the leftover fish that they seem to just toss out, they leave it out here for the seagulls. Le goéland. Look at that, she just dumped a bunch of stuff and all the seagulls are going crazy over there. Let's go join in on the party. Okay, she dumped a fish. And well, they all went crazy. I think I'm kind of scaring them off, so let me get out of here. But I don't know, these seagulls are very interesting. Les goélands de Port Bessin. This is an interesting bridge here to cross. To my right over there, if you drive a few kilometers that way, you're gonna run into Omaha Beach. And like every single beach or port on this coast has suffered through the war. In 1944, when the Allies invaded, shortly the night after the invasion, they tried to capture here the Port of Bessin. And it took a while. It's a small little city, but it took a while. It took them 2 days to finally make it here and eventually liberate the town. The citizens of the town are known for having helped the soldiers that were wounded. They sheltered them, they gave them whatever aid they could to help them out. But just in a matter of 2 days, the Germans invaded, and well, this right here, this port was supposed to be the main port where Pluto was going to take place. This huge pipeline coming all the way from England underwater. It was supposed to connect over here, but they didn't do that. And well, they did use it as a terminal, but this pipeline was supposed to fuel the entire army during the invasion of Normandy and the rest of France. These little medieval towers, you'll find them all along the coast of Normandy, were originally built as lookouts to protect Normandy from sea invaders. Who would have thought that at one point Normandy would want to be invaded during World War II. We're now going to try some food, guys. And well, check out the menu. This is kind of the way it works for lunchtime in France. You have these set menus. I'm going to go for this one. We're gonna try this soup, a fish soup, the fish of the day with strawberry sauce, and I'll probably go with this dessert, caramelized floating island and almonds. The soup has arrived. It looks spicy, but I doubt it. And then you get some cheese on the side. It looks like mayonnaise and some croutons. Let's go for it. It's fishy, and tomato base is a bit hot though. I'm gonna guess I'm supposed to dump the croutons in here. Let's get them all in there nice and wet. Next, let's just dump all this cheese in there. Get all this stuff wet. It's like the fun part. And a bit of this mayonnaise. I will get some more for good measure. Bang. It's not a very fishy soup, it's just a little bit fishy. Yeah, it's like a fishy tomato soup. Not bad, not great. I think I'm gonna give this, I'll give it a 6.5 on the flavor. All done with the soup. Final thoughts, if you don't like fish, but you want to try fish soup, try this one because it's very light. If not, if you're expecting a stronger fish taste, then this is not the one for you. Don't forget to carry your sanitizer when you're out and about, especially here in France, because whenever you eat, you're gonna be given bread. Check out the main course. The decoration of this plate. It looks very nice, it looks delicious. It's a fish with a raspberry sauce. Check out the knife. Bienvenue à la France. So it's not a very strong fishy taste, but this raspberry sauce is delicious. It's nice and sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It's just sweet enough. Because the fish is pretty bland. Excusez-moi, monsieur. Fish, what kind? Poisson?
Julienne.
Julienne?
Julienne.
Okay, merci. Alright, so it's a julienne. So it's pretty bland in the taste, however, the sauce is delicious. I don't want to waste any of this sauce. So this is what you do with all this bread that they give you. Check out my dessert, guys. It looks like a mushroom kind of bread, simply covered in sauce on the side and topped with sliced almonds. Oh wow, it's very soft. Okay, it's not even bread at all. It's like, it's creamy inside. Alright, so my best guess will be that this is like some cream and they just burned it on the outside. But that's good. Maybe the top is like, you ever had a creme brulee, you know, it's that little thin crispy layer on top. It's kind of like that, but then here inside the white creamy stuff is just really soft. What a creation. You know what, let's try it with all this sauce that they poured all over the plate. It's better with the sauce. I'm gonna give this dessert, I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5. Give it an 8.5. As for the fish with the raspberry sauce, I'll give it a 8.5 as well for the dish. Not bad at all. The raspberry sauce pretty much made it go. My meal is done. That was $20 USD, and you get a little caramel candy at the end. So this little historic harbor here was first thought of to be made in 1096. It was only in 1475 that it kind of started beginning the construction of it. Then everything just kind of halted for a long time, and it was until 1970 when the second basin, which is the extra big part that we see here, was finally constructed. So a very historic harbor. This is dating back to those medieval days with William the Conqueror running around Normandy. Not far from here, you know. Bayou is only a couple kilometers away. Have a look at some of these boats and all the different equipment in it. As you can see, every single boat on this harbor is for fishing. I don't see a single kind of boat like for leisure or self-pleasure. It's strictly business over here. Well, I have found my favorite boat. This one is called Grand Charles, Big Carlos. This gigantic building that we see here is where the majority of the fish come in. Some of them come for the market and the locals sell them there, but the grand majority are coming over here, and then they're distributed all around France. Maybe some of them are even exported somewhere, who knows. But it seems like whatever's going on in this building, it's a secret because it's really well sealed. Check it out, these big buildings right behind the little processing center there. They built ships and they repair them all over here. There's a village 100% dedicated to fishing, and well, a few tourists that venture out here. Well, it just wouldn't be officially a French town or French city without a proper church. For €1, you get your condoms right on the street. Well, that's gonna wrap up my little invasion tour here of Port Bessin. It's a nice little coastal stop. If you're definitely in the area checking out the beaches, it's worth a stop. A super rich fishing culture. As you can see, it's low tide now, so no boats are gonna be coming in. Maybe later in the evening during high tide, more boats will come in. Fishermen will unload their catch of the day. Anyway, that's it. Delicious seafood. The best part is the market. You can get oysters, a whole kilogram of oysters for €6. Amazing. C'est un bon prix. All right, that's it, guys. Hope you like this video, and au revoir.